Knees are soft. Arms are relaxed right underneath those shoulders. 4, 3, heels together, toes and knees turned out. First position, bend your knees, sink your hips. Zip up your pants, glue your heels together, press your kneecaps towards your middle toes. You have 4, you're pulsing at the bottom in 3, 2, keep your knees bent, little pulse, keep your heels grounded. 8, 7, kneecaps, pinky toes. 4, 3, lift those heels up and down. I often have this room, this studio, at about 80, 78 or 80, but we shut the heat off completely when we opened the garage door for Santa, and I forgot to turn the heat back on because we've been out of town. Here's 4. Here's 3, I'm warming up. 2, keep those heels nice and high, little pulse. Bend your knees, squeeze your bum. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, heels down, straighten your legs, shake it out. Second position, toes and knees facing the top corner of your mat, fingertips touch, elbows go wide. As you bend your knees, squeeze your shoulder blades together. As you stand up, close those fingertips, do that again. Open, single tempo. Kneecaps press towards your pinky toes, press your big toes down into the mat. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it down, hold it wide, little pulse. 8, 7, scoop those elbows up and back. 4, 3, lift those heels up and down. Shoulders relaxed, elbow shoulder height. Here's 2, hold it high. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, squeeze your booty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your knees bent, lower your heels. Take your left forearm, place it on your left thigh, sink low, big circles, right arm. 2, pick yourself all the way up, lower right forearm, sweep left arm. 4, 3, 2, left arm picks you all the way up, hold here. Right arm lifts, lean over to the left, round your back, scoop your belly in. Let your head fall heavy. Left arm picks you up. Do that one more time. Up and over. Let that head fall heavy. Hold a beach ball. Center pulse. 4, 3, change sides. Up, reach, scoop down and around. Whoo, that feels tight. Up and over. Hold your arms out. Pulse 4, pulse 3, 2 hands on your hips. Step, tap, side to side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. First exercise, grab your hand weights. Wide second position, toes and knees are turned out. Bend your knees, sink your hips, scoop your elbows in. Good. Wide, high, uppercut, right? So a little rotation in the torso. Palm stays lifted. Reach, extend. Reach, extend. Kneecaps, pinky toes. Belly button in. Stack ears, shoulders, hips. You can bend your knees, sink your hips. Elbows hug in underneath those shoulders. Less than 15 seconds to go. This is an interval class. 5 exercises, 45 seconds on 15-second transition. Good. Grab your block. Grab your band. Band is above your knees. Block is on the mat. And underneath your right foot, pop your left heel. Bend into a chair squat. Step your left foot back. Lunge. Tap your toes. Heel stays high. Squeeze your bum. Sit low. Tap your back knee. Tap your left knee. Belly in. Hinge at your hips if you need it. Good. Hinging at your hips will load this a little bit more on the back side. You're still going to feel it in your quads. Doesn't have to go fast. Stay low in that squat. Step back. Chest is proud. Gaze is forward. Shoulders down. Pull that belly in. Band out of the way. Block out of the way. Grab your hand weights. Second position. Elbows high, elbows out, thumbs in. We're going to turn to the right. Draw your arms out to a T. Come back to the center. Thumbs in. Right side again. Same side this whole time. Squeeze your booty. Zip up your pants. Option, no weights at all. Bring it in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Long neck. Nice and slow. Stay low in those hips. Stay low. Elbows shoulder height. Squeeze, press open. Try not to lock your elbows out when you extend out to a T. On your back. Just kidding. Band on. That was only exercise number 3. We got number 4 first. Right foot in front, left foot back and across. Hinge. Tap. We did something similar on Friday's strength class. Pull that band. Pull your legs and inner thighs away from one another. Chest up, hinge. Cross, tap, belly in. Guess what? You can move it slow. Doesn't make it easier, just makes it slower, right? Or you can catch that beat. It's just a toe tap. It's not shift weight, tap, tap. You're stabilizing, you're steady on that right side. Now, take your band off and make your way onto your back. Cross right thigh over left and right arm under left. Knees and elbows connect. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. Extend. Fingertips tap, toes tap. Eagle crunch. Option, flex your foot, tap your heel. Flex your foot, tap your heel. Big reach. Big exhale. Good control through your core. That heel sometimes can feel like that ground is really far away, so point your toes if you need to. That'll help stabilize your spine a little bit more. Sit up all the way, get off those shoulder blades. That's round 1. Grab your hand weights. Round number 2, we'll do things on the left side. I'll cue you. First exercise stays the same. Wide second position. Those big long uppercuts. Reach, pull in. Reach, pull in. Don't extend your elbow. Full range, right? Keep a slight bend in your elbows. Sit back, stack your shoulders, hips, cross, in, cross. Anytime you cross your arms and legs beyond your midline, you're activating your core. You should absolutely feel this in your core, your chest, your lats, your upper back, your inner thighs, your outer thighs, your glutes. Belly in, squeeze booty. Relax your jaw, shoulders out of your ears. Drop your weight, grab your band. I'm sure a lot of you are like me, and you have element in your water bottle. Anytime, grab a drink. Underneath your left foot, pop your right heel, sink in two-way squat. Reverse your lunge, tap your toe. Reverse your lunge. Good, I'd like you to focus on lowering that back knee, because when your left foot is elevated, you're going that much further down, right? So if you just stay up, it's too easy. Add this elevation and lower that back knee. Keep your knees bent. Keep your hips hinged. Press into that left heel. Chest is proud, gaze is forward. Band is off. Block is out of the way. Pick up your hand weights. We just did an upper body exercise. We just did a lower. Now we do total. You're turning to the left in your lunge. Let's go. Thumbs to chest. Drive open. Thumbs to chest. Pick up and pivot your right foot. Toes and knees turned out. Toes, knees, and hips are square. Toes and knees turned out. Pick it up, square it in. Elbows in. Press it open. Squeeze your right butt cheek in that lunge. Dig your left heel into the mat. Good. Peel. Open from your thumbs. Bring it in. Shoulders down. Relax your jaw. We've got our curtsies. Speed curtsies. The name of the game here is sticking with a swift pace. Toes and knees turned out. Hinge at your hips. Tap across. Tap side. Across. Side. Good. Once you feel stable in that left leg, pick up your tempo. Cross, tap. Good, now bend into your left knee a little more. Plug your left big toe into the floor. Pull apart. The only time you'll feel this resistance band working, if you're resisting against it, right? If you cave into it, take your band off. Belly in. Shoulders down. Squeeze that left bum. Don't shift your weight, just tap your toes. Band off. We have our eagle crunch. This time, left leg crosses over right. Left arm sweeps under right. Palms can come together. Feet pointed or flex. Elbow to knee connection. Fingertips and heels tap. Zip. And reach. Zip. Good, big exhale. That allows for a stronger connection in that core. Imagine this with ankle weights. Ooh, you might see that later this week. Just saying. We have completed 2 of 4 rounds. Go us. Any given day, it's probably watermelon flavored element in my water bottle. I share a lot of my element just because I'm like obsessed with it, so I feel like everybody should know. So I'm like a salt dealer, but I will rarely share watermelon, and I'll never share grapefruit, mostly because it's now always on their website, but for a while it was just seasonal, and I was not giving those up. Press into your big toes. Press your kneecaps towards your pinky toes. Up and over. Cross. Band is on. Underneath your right foot. Option for these next 2 rounds, pick up your weights, knee taps, tap underneath. You can absolutely speed this up as long as your range of motion isn't compromised. I am looking for the length that back knee drops to the mat. I'm not looking for speed and toe taps. Let's leave that to curtsies for this class. Chest up, belly in. Sink it back. Right knee stays bent. You stay hinged over your hips the whole time. That added weight spices things up quickly. Whew. You need those weights. We're turning to the right for our lunge. In, out. Option, in, one arm out. Back to your second, other arm out in your lunge. So you don't have to let both arms extend out at the same time if it's getting to be too intense. You don't have to have heavy-ish weights. Switch to 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, no weight. Belly in. Good. Sometimes when these weights feel too heavy and you try, it's gonna load and compress into that low back. That's your cue to get something a little lighter. Band back on. Here it is. Right foot, back, and across. Let's go. Tap. Tap, tap. As your leg extends to the side, that same elbow drops back. As you cross, elbows pulls forward. Back, forward. You got it? It can look confusing. Good. You are balancing. You are working all of those muscles surrounding that hip joint. Your glutes are on fire. Your quads, your hamstrings. Tap. Keep that knee on the right side tracked over your middle toe. On your back. Good. In this eagle crunch, right leg crosses over left, right arm sweeps underneath left, palms come together. You can play around with tempo on these next 2 rounds. Up, down. Option, heel lower, hand lower. Chest lifts, knees up. So you can break this down. Up, up, tap, lower. Yeah, you just have a little bit more of a grounding support when you take that movement apart. Lift those hips. Scoop that belly in. Guess what? We have 1 round to go before mat work. Good, big uppercut reach. Big reach, pull in. Big reach, pull in. Good, shoulders down, elbows in, booty tight. Good, heart and belly button, face forward the whole time. Try not to rotate too much. You're gonna rotate slightly, totally fine. But make sure it's not in your hips and it's not in your knees. You're rotating at that bra strap line. Up. Belly in. Weights down. To put your band on, block is underneath that left foot. And then maybe you pick those weights back up just for some spice. Pop that right heel. Sit low in that chair. Back and in. Fight that band. Good. That band isn't there for you to take a smaller step, right? It's for you to fight against it and get that lunge nice and wide. Hinge over your hips, flat back, belly in. Not much talking going on there. I'm gonna do this one with no weights. I can feel it a little bit in my right elbow, so I'm listening to my body. I'm gonna protect it. This is still hard with no hand weights in your hands. Your arms still weigh something, right? Push, resist. Act as if the air is muddy water. Pull those thumbs in, press those pinkies open. Shoulders down. Squeeze your bum. Keep your hips low. Keep your knees bent. We're almost there. Yowzers. Band is back on for our final speed curtsy taps. Left foot in front. Back and across, right foot. Slow again. Good. As your toe taps to the side, that right elbow comes back. As it crosses, pulls forward. Elbow bend, elbow bend. Hinge over your hip. Bend that left knee. Squeeze your inner thighs as you cross that foot behind you. Chest up. Belly in, less than 10 to go. 4. Done. You're on your back. Left leg crosses on top of right, and then left scoops under that right arm. Knee and elbow connect. Heels and fingertips touch. Don't forget, you can break this down. Heel, fingers, chest, knees, heels, fingers. Belly button pins to your spine. Good. Try to relax and get this out of your neck, right? Use your core. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. What did I forget? What did I forget? We have one more. Did we do the taps? Yes, we did, right? We're missing one exercise. Whoever can tell me what it was, you get an extra entry to win. For now, we're going on to our right side. You need your band, and it's at your ankles. And we're on our right side. What did I miss? We'll find it. And then I'm going to put it on my stories so that we can all do it together so we'll be balanced. Stack ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles. Knees are bent. And then lift that top leg so that your ankle, your knee, and your hip are in alignment. Option, lower all the way down. Good. Zip up your pants, knit your rib cage together. Slowly bring that knee forward. Slowly press those toes behind you, all while keeping your knee and ankle hip height. Press it back. Squeeze your booty. I'm looking at my timer. Maybe we didn't miss anything. Maybe it was just a funky buzzer. I usually have a key for my buzzer where I know the last exercise is over. So maybe it was just the buzzer noise that was different. Pull back. Big toe presses back. Eye of the hip drives forward. Send your quad to the back wall. Keep your toes pressing behind. Keep your knee and ankle hip height pulse. Poke a hole in the wall behind you. Top hand forward. Good. Don't sink your chest, but give yourself a little support of opposition. 8, 7, bottom knee stays grounded. 4, 3, keep your bottom knee bent, straighten your top leg. Sweep it forward. Bring it back underneath your hip and press it behind you. Good. Zip up your pants. And be careful. Try to keep your shoulders stacked on top of one another as you drive that heel behind you. That's tricky, right? Because it's easier to lower your chest and sweep your leg, but shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Press it back. Last one, keep that heel pressing behind you. Little pulse, heel back, heel back, heel back. Is your ankle hip height? 4, 3, 2, straighten your bottom leg. Good, you can bring your feet slightly in front of your hips. Bring that top leg forward, back underneath that hip, and press it all the way behind. Slow and steady. Finishing up number 3, keep that ankle hip height. Pull your belly in. One more. Zip up your pants. Keep that heel pressing behind you. I'm gripping onto the mat to keep my chest proud. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your ankles. Bend your knees. Come up onto your forearm. Lift your knee up. Place your hand on your hip. Knee forward, toe back. Forward, back. Keep your hip, knee, and ankle in a line. Here's 4. 3, 2. Press it back, hold and pulse. 8, 7, 6. Push, resist, resist. Here's 4. 3, straighten your top leg. Sweep it forward. Press it back. Sweep it forward. Press it back. In. Good. Now lift it up hip height. Keep your shoulders and chest open. 2. Ow. Last one. Hold it back. Little pull. Squeeze your bum. Lift your pinky toe higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten both of your legs, your bottom leg as well, and then walk your ankles forward so they're in front of your hips. Here we go. Sweep it forward, press it back. Forward, back. Ankle, hip height. Here's 4. Here's 3, 2. Hold it back, press in, pulse for 8, 7, 6. Lift that pinky higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Woo. Sit up off of that forearm. Sweep your legs around. Hand behind your head or lower all the way down. Both knees are bent. Top ankle, hip height. Let's go slow. In, and then press that big toe to touch the wall behind you. Press that bottom knee into the mat. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. If you need to grip the mat, right, that'll give you a little counterbalance. But see what it feels like to not. It's hard. I know. Get your shoulder out of your ear. Lift your chest up. Peel your chest open. One more. Hold it back and pulse. Knee and ankle, hip height. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your top leg. Keep your bottom knee bent. Sweep it forward. Press and drive it back. Do not let your chest drop. Keep your chest nice and strong. 3. Squeeze. 2. Hold it back there. Press, resist. 8, 7, 6. Zip up your pants. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten both of your legs. Ankles in front of your hips. Sweep forward. Press behind. Sweep forward. Split your legs. Good. So as you sweep forward, you're pulling and resisting your bottom foot, right? So leg up as leg goes back. Heel back as toes drive forward. Little split. Next time your heel's in the back, hold it there and pulse, please. 8, 7, 6. Longer legs, belly in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Come up onto your forearm. Ankle, knee, hip. Straight line in. Press, drive. Squeeze. You'll feel this a little bit more, a little differently when you're elevated up onto your forearm. 3 to go. Keep that knee in line with your hip. Next one, keep those toes pressing behind you. Poke a hole in that wall. 4, 3, straighten your top leg. Sweep it forward. Press, use your core. Send it back, squeeze your glutes. Good. Get your shoulder out of your ear, stand up nice and tall. Your next one, hold that heel behind you. Little pulse. 8, 7, get it up, hip height. 4, 3, 2, straighten both of your legs, ankles in front of your hips. Let's go. Forward, back. Good, try not to rock in your upper body. 3, 2. Hold it back there, please. Hold it back, please. Yes, you can. Hip height, pulse back. 8, 7, 6, butt on fire. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy smokes. Band is off. Let's stay grounded. Stay seated. Hands behind your hips. Windshield wiper those knees. Woo! Side to side. Good. Soles of the feet come together. 2 peace fingers wrap around your big toes. Butterfly. Flap those wings. Press those knees down. Press those thighs open. Hinge at your hips. Reach your heart beyond your big toes. I can usually go all the way down. Holy smokes. Not today. Sit up all the way. Shake it out. And let's find cow face. So take your left knee, bend your knee, and then line it up with your hip. And then try to stack your right knee on top. After what we did with the mat work and that loop in on the outer hips, no ma'am, that is a gap. The goal is to get those knees stacked on top of one another when your butt is sitting down. Not for me. If you are there, pull your heels away from your sit bones a little bit more. Place your left hand down. Inhale your right arm all the way overhead. Place it next to your left as you press up onto your feet. Find a wide-legged forward fold towards the back of your mat. And then you're going to keep walking your hands over to the opposite side so you're in a big circle, and then cross your legs. Now the opposite knee should be on top. Heels away from your glutes, away from your hips for more of a stretch, in towards your hips for a more achievable stretch, and the goal is to get that top knee stacked on top of that bottom knee. Oh, and breathe. If you're restricting your breath, you're in that posture a little bit too much, so come out of that. Make sure you're breathing. Right hand behind right hip. Inhale, left arm up. Ground through your feet, straighten your legs. Turn toward the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Soften your knees. Drop your tail round your back. Head, neck, and shoulders are the last to rise. Roll those shoulders up, down, and back. 2 more. Heels together, toes and knees turned out. Clasp your hands behind your back. Press those knuckles towards the floor as you squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows towards one another. Lengthen your arms. Keep your posture. Pull your ribs off of your hips. Soften through your knees. Tail is heavy. Pull towards your heels. Keep your posture. Release your grip. Curtsy over to one side.